floods and landslides triggered by...
This is one of my craziest travel stories ever, and it's all because of a 1 in a 100 year natural disaster. This wasn't planned. This trip started like every other, boarding a sketchy plane that probably hasn't been serviced in a year, but this trip would be far from our usual. One flight down, one more to go. Our flight is 2 hours late, but I'm not going to complain because this guy, he's been trapped here in 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏 for 2 days now. This morning, he was about to touch down on the runway in 𝗦𝗬𝗓, where we're now going, and then the pilot pulled back up because the weather has been very windy. Time to land, and it's getting bumpy. So we were just told there's a 1 in a 100 year cyclone that's traveling through this area. And we landed, but not at the right airport.
This is Captain speaking from flight deck. At the present time we are unable to make safe approach and landing to 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 Airport of 𝗦𝗬𝗓.
Admittedly, we were frustrated hearing the pilot make his announcement that our travel plans would be altered. But what we soon learned was that our problems weren't really problems at all compared to what was going on down below. This storm wasn't just a storm, it was a freak of nature cyclone that had rained down so hard that the dams could no longer hold back the water. And this led to homes being flat out washed away. Several fatal landslides happened all across the island. And when it was all said and done, this event cost around 200 people's lives. This hasn't exactly gone as planned. We are back in 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. We are going to be spending at least one night here because there's no flight that will take us to 𝗦𝗬𝗓. The airplane had to turn back. It was so bad that the airline stewardess even said that she was actually scared. And when the airline hostess says she's scared, you have reason to be a little worried. With our travel plans turned upside down, we headed to a nearby restaurant, and AJ from the flight needed to get his mind off the situation at hand. So he joined us. Whenever you think you're having a bad day, you just gotta put things into perspective, and this is AJ. AJ has been stuck in 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 now for the last, how many days? 2 days. You've never had a storm like this in your life?
Like this scale, no.
AJ told us that not only had his entire village been flooded and faced a ton of destruction, but they had also completely lost power. Now, I generally don't like to skip order in my videos, but this part's important. Going ahead about 1 week, I'm back here in Bali, and I've actually kept up with AJ. Fortunately, he was able to get back home to see his family, and you would imagine he'd probably just want to stay there, start rebuilding and taking care of his personal issues. Now, the crazy part was, he was immediately headed off to go and help another village that was in even more dire need than his own. He went to the island of 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 to provide supplies and support to all of the locals that were just struggling to even find food. And so I saw this as an awesome opportunity to lend a hand, and so I sent him $500 to help and buy whatever supplies he deemed necessary. With just $500, he was able to put 800 kilograms of rice into this community. Now, 800 kilograms of rice is a small contribution in a 1 in a 100 year disaster that plagued this island, but it makes a difference. And I want to say thank you to all of you that support this channel. Naturally, we thought this would be the end of the trip. It's probably time to head back to Bali. But as we did a little bit of research, we saw that this storm, this cyclone, was actually passing. And so we decided to give it another shot and make the most of our situation. So a few of us packed up an overnight bag and we headed off on a crazy adventure to go and explore a tribal village by the name of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Today is a new day, full of opportunity and even a little bit of sun. So last night we found ourselves staying the night in 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. I found one of the highest rated hotels. This right here is insane for $35 a night. Super comfy room. It was really small, but as long as it's clean, it's all that you need. Hello, good morning, Buggy. This is our driver, and Hanche is taking all of us today to a very, very remote village. It's about 3.5 hours from here, and from there we've got to do a 2-hour hike It's gonna be a journey today, and the plan is to spend the night there. All right, guys. So to find this village that's so remote, only Max has the location. It is the start of a new day, and oh my gosh, little baby goats. We are right now on our way to 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗓𝗘. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from 𝗦𝗨𝗥𝗓𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗏, and we're starting to get into some of the craziest landscapes. We've been going through these winding terrains. We've had to overcome many challenges. Right now we're on to level 5 with these rivers that have basically swallowed the roads. At one point we had to get out of this car because there was too much weight, and we all had to like get ready to push. That's our only road. So our driver said he wants to wait 1 hour for the water level to go down, but I don't really think that'll make a huge difference. But after that last guy having gone, it seems like we've got the courage that we needed. Fingers crossed. Speed, 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 speed. Oh God, he's going too slow. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm so scared for him and for my stuff and for everything and for being stuck here. And woohoo! Yeah! He's even got the smoke in. Alright guys, you take care, alright? But we are on our way to the tribal village of 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗦𝗓, and I'm so excited because I've only seen photos and it looks absolutely magical. So we had to pull over because this is one of the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen. It just dramatically inclines. It's so unexpected, but it's been beautiful to explore. It's been like 2 hours of crawling, shaking, head bouncing. We had to take a side route and it's just been so long. We just saw a sign. We were really questioning if we've been driving the wrong way for so long. It's been close to like 5 hours now.
Hello.
Hi. Where do we go for 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗦𝗓?
Yeah, on the way.
Is it open?
Yes.
Ah, fantastic. Okay. Despite a cyclone, a typhoon, we have a beautiful day today. A quick meal before we start what's supposedly a 3-hour hike. This day has turned into a crazy long one. We're gonna be arriving in the dark. All right, so we had a quick bite and now we are getting aboard this. Hey, what's up?
Hello guys.
Brother, what's your name?
My name is 𝗬𝗏.
Christian. Can I help on the back?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Feels like Mario Kart. We're all at the start line and we're ready to go. This village is so much more remote than I ever could have imagined. I knew it'd be far, but this is on another level. All right, and now begins our hike. 2.5 hours into the jungle. It's so beautiful and lush in here. And look at the ground. You can see just how rich the soil is and slippery.
Slippery and wet.
Wow, this is a tough hike, especially with all the camera gear, but wow, it is just so pretty.
Wow, look at the mountains over there. Oh, you can actually see it from here.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I see it! Oh.
There it is, right over there.
Oh, I almost stepped on it!
Hello, little guy.
Oh my god, I almost stepped on a snake.
This has been such an incredible day trip. We are probably just 10-20 minutes away now from 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗓. Probably won't be able to show you too much tonight, but sunrise is going to be epic. I think we made it. We made it. Welcome to 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗓. Hello. Shoes off. Okay.
Hello.
Thank you. I didn't know what to expect, so this is just really interesting. It's all just happening as we go. We're sharing. I think we're sleeping here tonight, right?
We never even looked this place up on the internet. We wanted to be surprised, so we don't know what to expect.
And surprised we are. Our guy doesn't speak English either.
Yeah.
But he keeps trying to talk to us anyways. It's not going very well. Check that out right there, guys. You can see all of the smoke rising to the roof line and just kind of mysteriously floating around. And that's because the kitchen is right in the middle of the room. And there's not really a chimney system, so it kind of just gets trapped in here. One super interesting belief here in 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢 is that we are not foreigners. We actually could be brothers, sisters, and family with everybody here in this room. And so there's a belief that we may have come back in a different life. So when they have people like all of us coming to visit their way of living, it's really like a reunion or a welcome back home. Super interesting. Everybody in 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢 works in one industry, and that is this right here. It's a good coffee.
So good. We should buy some.
None of that white coffee. Not today.
White coffee, you will be more stronger.
And also tourism. So that's the second industry. And I have to say, it's a lot busier here than I expected. We're not the only ones here today. I just saw something on my leg, and I'm like, what is that? It was a leech. This is my first time with a leech on my leg. I do love experiences, but
Full of mud though.
I don't know about that one. Alright guys, buenas noches. We are off to bed here. Some dude's already snoring in there. It's gonna be a good sleep because I've got noise cancelling headphones. It's not the sunrise we were hoping for, but it's still beautiful. This is definitely one of those places that's mysterious, and this very gray and moody cloud cover actually looks pretty cool. But I'd prefer sun. Now, I'm not afraid to admit, okay, I'm a little ashamed. Most of my mornings start off by hitting the snooze button. Once, twice, sometimes 10 times. And then from there, once I finally get the courage to start my day, I go on social media and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll. And then next thing I know, I've wasted at least an hour of my precious day. But luckily, I don't always do that. I've actually found a really awesome alternative, and that's today's video sponsor, which is Morning Brew. Okay. And if you don't know what Morning Brew is, it's not just your cup of joe, it's also a free newsletter that, unlike traditional media, which is boring, dry, and not fun to read, it's incredibly witty, fun, and up-to-date stories on everything from like business, finance, tech, all three things that I love keeping up with. I've been putting aside a lot of my savings and putting them into crypto. So I've loved how my daily newsletter from Morning Brew occasionally gives me articles on these exact subjects. With Morning Brew being delivered daily, Monday to Sunday, and it being completely free, you've got no reason not to sign up. So check out that link down below and see Morning Brew for yourself. I've come back with children.
Hello.
I can't help but feel like these people naturally moved out here to get away from everything, and then here we are sleeping with them. Hello. Oh no. Oh no. We've come across an enemy tribe. Subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Subscribe! And like! Yeah, okay. He's ready for YouTube. Hey, check this out, check this out.
Nice.
What is life? Waking up here in this remote village in the middle of literally nowhere. But one thing I will say that disappointed me a little bit is just that I thought this would be more like a homestay, living with the people, but it is like they have a separate accommodation for the visitors, and it does feel a little bit more like a business than I would have hoped. I was hoping to really be able to interact with the locals a little bit more, to be able to meet some of the kids and just hang out and be in their shoes for a day, but this felt more like a way to see them but not really interact with them. Okay, boss, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this. All right, saying goodbye to 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢. It is time to begin a 1.5, probably 2 hour hike up there, over a ridge, around a bunch of corners, down a mountain, and then we gotta take some motorbikes, get in a car, and then we've gotta go through 5 hours of winding, crawling paths to hopefully make it back. Oh no, it is! It is! Oh! It's, oh no! It's a leech!
3 hours later.
We've all gotten back to the car and absolutely loved the natural side of this, the journey, the adventure. It was expensive. I would recommend it still, but it wasn't everything I dreamed it would be. That's my summary. And good morning, guys. Welcome back to 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗏, and right now we are here at the 𝗡𝗢𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗔 Hotel in one of the hanging villas. Ruby has received her Indonesian baptism. She's officially traveled, I would say Bali. This is a very Bali experience, but we're not in Bali. So the world's most inconvenient breakfast. The thing with floating breakfast is you either get water on your food, or by the time you're done taking photos, it's both wet and cold. But that's okay, because look how beautiful this is. Still edible. And we've got a little appointment set for us right over there. Hey, who's ready for a boat trip?
Me, I am.
Yar, me hearties.
Yar.
You're ready to get on a boat, eh?
And hi, Chris. Welcome to the channel. We're all loaded up onto our little boat, and we're being brought over there, and this is where we're going. Gojek? Guys, did someone order Gojek? Now that's what we call a delivery. We are getting our sea legs because in just a couple of days, we're actually gonna be going all around the 𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗧 Islands in a boat just like this.
2,
2,
1, go! Jump!
Hey! Do it! Okay. Yeah! So on this trip, nothing has gone to plan, and somehow everything's actually turning out. So let's have a toast to everything going wrong and still going so right. Champagne, anyone?
Watch out, guys.
Look cute!
Right on all the cameras here.
Riding the equipment.
Bro, it's like this much left.
Another thing.
Pop quiz time. What's something you do late at night with other people and wake up with immense regret? If you guess committing to sunrise, you got it. I got 3 hours of sleep. I feel like crap. Let's go! Woohoo!
I just woke up. I was like, no one wants to do this.
What's up, early morning gang? Wow, this is legit. This is so sick. I'm actually hungry already. That was such a beautiful sunrise. No complaints. Doesn't matter that I slept 3 hours last night. It was completely worth getting up to see that. I have to say, this piece of land here, it's one of the most beautiful I've seen. Now we're back on the road, and it is time for a redemption story. We are making a mad dash to try to fit in the part of this trip that was not originally possible. We're now going to be boarding a flight taking us back to 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗦, the place where we literally saw the runway and then could not land. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., we've got to fly all the way back here. We made it. I didn't know it was so close to the airport. This is something I'm not used to. Not needing to wait for luggage feels amazing. Taxi! Taxi! Okay. This place is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a combination of these jagged limestone mountains that you see in 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏, Thailand, mixed with a bit of those like rolling, indented 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 mountains, and then you've got rice fields everywhere like you're in Bali. I'm just shocked. This is way more beautiful than I expected, and we're now on our way to why we came here, why this trip kind of got inspired in the first place. Let's hope for a redemption story. And now we begin the hike. This is Marcos.
Local guide from 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
He's from 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Family from Canada.
Do you know this place like the back of your hand?
Yeah.
Perfect. Guys, check this out. It's pine needles everywhere. And if you look around, everything's starting to look a lot like what we would see back home in North America. This looks a lot like things you would see in Vancouver. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Oh my god.
Is something anybody?
This is so beautiful.
Nothing but peace and quiet. There's nobody else here. It is just us in this magnificent crater. This is one of those moments where the destination is absolutely mind-blowing in typical Indonesia fashion, but it was really the process of getting here to have it all to ourselves. If you listen, it's just quiet. It's one of the most beautiful islands, and nobody comes to the side. Nobody. I think that needs to change.
I don't want it to change.
Never mind, don't come here. Alright, this is why you pay for the guide. Watch this. Subscribe!
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear from over there.
And don't forget to hit the like button! Wow!
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Max is mimicking me. I've never heard a stronger echo in my life.
I know. What should I say?
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What? I can hear it like you're over there. What a sunset. Seriously, one of my favorite sunsets ever. One of my favorite travel moments right here. Well guys, as we pack up, get ready to leave, I want to close with one thought, because you're probably wondering, how did this magnificent crater happen? Well, truth is, it's the same way a magnificent creator happens at the Lost Creator Academy. And it's free to try. Cool, it's time to go back. That's the best thing I could ever see. Go, 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 go. We made it! We just barely caught that flight, and we made it back to 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 on time because one of these boats will be our home for the next 3 nights as we cruise around these insanely exotic islands. But that will be next week's video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, smash or destroy, up to you, the subscribe button, and do you not know how I finish my videos?
Oh, you want me to finish your video for you?
Yeah.
Let's get lost in the next episode.
Let's get lost again in the next one.